for joining me. This is another game I played with Gato. Starting out, I'm always going to join the jungler and help him clear the buff. This should be a relatively easy game for us. I always like to say that it's the amount of tanks you have that decide the game. So, I mean, obviously if you have 5 tanks, you win the game by default. You don't even have to play it. In this case, we have 2 tanks with Berserk, as well as myself, which is Gato. But yeah, I feel like if you have like Baxia or Esmeralda as the jungler, you get that 3rd tank in there. You're just impossible to kill at that point. Alright, so we took down Hanabi. We did get the first blood there. And then Saber. Saber's brave man. And then we got Minzatar. This is exactly what you want from your enemies and what you never want to do. You never want to go into a group of 3 people one at a time. Yeah, you always want to be in equal or greater numbers than your opponents. So that was just perfect that like they didn't wait and come together. So I saw Saber there and I wasn't sure if anyone was going to come to help me. And apparently not. Now it worked out fine. For me. Yeah, it worked out fine for me. But obviously they just both died. And then Berserk died. So we're going to have a good game on our hands. I'm almost level 4, so I started killing the buff for the jungler. And if I remember correctly, he did not come to get it. So I'm pinging, I'm saying, hey, come here. Jungler guy. Anyway, he's off doing his own thing. I was kind of torn between staying here and waiting, which I didn't really like. Killing it, which I ended up doing, and just leaving and letting him heal. So I ended up killing the buff in this instance. Yeah, I'm not sure what the right move is. It was just a bizarre situation where the jungler didn't want it. I do learn the way people play. So I'm going to be hesitant to help him kill his buffs in the future because he didn't come to kill it. That's one of the most important parts. Yeah, so here I've got 3 of them on me. And yeah, 4. They did end up getting me. My team wasn't able to help. I think Layla was doing coloring books. Not the end of the world. You know, you have to, when you're playing ranked solo, which I'm exclusively playing. So every game you see on here is going to be a game I play with 4 strangers on my team. And it's all going to be rank or the tournament. Yeah, so you never know who you're going to get. And some people are good teammates and some people aren't. It's kind of random. So sometimes you get a marksman who's afraid to leave the turret. Sometimes you get a marksman who never wants to be in the safety of the turret. And then sometimes you get someone in between who will come out when it's appropriate. So I try to adjust to the people I'm actually playing with. You know, also the opponents are going to be doing completely different stuff every time. So sometimes the jungler is going to be on the EXP lane instead of the gold lane. So you just never know what you're going to get. But when I start having interactions with these people and I see what they do, I do tend to think it's not a fluke unless they prove to me that it is a fluke. So if I'm engaging and they aren't joining me, I'm going to assume that if I engage in the future, they are not going to join me. So I'm letting their current behavior, I'm utilizing their current behavior to make future predictions. And if they are jumping into the fights with me, I will assume they will do that in the future as well. So, and unless you know the people, or you have some insight into their decision making, I do think that is the right assumption. Yeah, so that was a pretty good attack. You know, I used my ult to push him back, but he chose not to go back, so I killed him. But I was trying to push him towards my teammates, so my teammates could kill him. Yeah, so here we have Saber. Saber probably didn't realize it was me. Saber's just not going to be able to do anything to me, as you can see there. You know, he's a burst hero. He does really well against squishy people that he can kill right away. But I'm a tank, so. And then here I'm just wanting to ult. So, Mincetar is slow. He has his ult, which is a dash. But he'd already used his ult on me, so I knew it was on cooldown. He may have had flicker, and that's okay. I don't mind using my ult, not knowing if someone has flicker, and if they do flicker away, they just don't have flicker anymore, which is fine. I'm willing to give up my ult for their flicker. That's not a problem. But yeah, Mincetar is not a mobile unit. So yeah, and right now I think we smell blood in the water. So 4 of them are dead. And this is actually a really good game for me. Being 10 kills, 2 deaths, and 10 assists. So I do like to spam recall. I think it's kind of funny to kill all of them and then recall over and over again. Yeah, and then there I didn't know I was gonna die, but I thought it was likely I'd die. You know, sometimes you're gonna die. And in those instances, some people run away. I usually try to get whatever damage I can done. So I wasn't running away. I was fighting till the end. You know, maybe I do enough damage to slow them down so they go back to the base before they take Lord. And you know, in this game, even small amounts of time can be a big difference. So I know right now Cyclops is basically dead. It's 4 versus 2. Cyclops has got to be recalling. And then I see Bedang in the base. So, yeah, and then there's Cyclops. So I know that they're both back there. We could be taking Lord right now. I don't know why Layla didn't want to. It's not something I can do on my own. And then now I think we have Chingy doing it. A lot of times, I don't know why people do this, but they wait until the opposition's has the ability to fight back. You know, like, you don't want to get Lord when you're ahead by 3 people. You want to wait until all of your enemies come back to life, and then you want to get Lord. Because who wants an uncontested Lord? That's not any fun. Obviously, I'm joking. I don't know what they're thinking, but don't do that. Yeah, because it would have just been sad had we lost Lord. It would have been better just to take Lord when we had the 4-person advantage. But worked out in this case. Hope you enjoyed the game. Yep, that was the end of the tournament. So that was the South Carolina Regional Qualifier round. But yeah, MVP, hope you enjoyed it. Thank you.